Let's have a quick look at the search function. If we go to loops, as we know, there are literally hundreds and hundreds to choose from. Sometimes we need a certain type of loop, let's say a beat for example, and there's a way to do this. If we go to all loops, we literally have the entire collection. We can scroll down and that would take hours to work through. But here we've got choose filters, and we go over to this little arrow here and click, and now we can search by genres or styles. So if we were interested in writing a blues track, we could have blues, and suddenly the big list becomes smaller. Let's reset that. We can also search by instruments. Let's tap the bass and up come all the bass loops. Reset. How about effects? Lots and lots of different effects. Reset. Let's try some guitar. Reset. We can also mix the two. So we could have in the genres R&B and beats. So now we have R&B beats. Let's try future bass. If we can't find what we want, we could always come up to search loops and type in trumpet. And out of a couple of thousand samples, we've got 3 that turn up. We also have information about the sample or the loop. This yes trumpet is 93 beats per minute. It's 4 bars long and it's in the key of C minor. Let's have a look at some of the hidden features. If I go to the tracks and right click, a new menu pops up. I could rename the track. Click on it. It says clean guitar loop. I might just want to call it guitar. Let's right click again. Freeze track we're going to come on to later. Change the track color. Yellow. This is useful to identify certain instruments. So for example, all your guitars could be yellow. All your drums could be green. Let's right click. We won't worry about enable multi-track recording at the moment, but the move up and move down are useful features. So I might want all the drums on the top. So let's move up and the green drum track is now on the top. Let's say I want to move the guitar to the bottom. Right click, move down, right click, move down. So we can reorder the track in any way we wish. Right click again. We won't worry about import from disk at this point or export track as WAV, but let's do a duplicate track. One click, and now I have close to you verse the piano and close to you verse copy. Exactly the same track, and then for example we could edit one and change it around. Let's right click again, and the last one is delete track. So I might think actually I don't want to copy that. Right click, delete track. Down in the bottom right corner are the zoom functions. Zoom out and zoom in. These are very handy when we want to see the entire song or when we want to zoom in and do some really careful editing. So I'm going to click zoom in once, twice, and you can see the screen is getting bigger and bigger, and it's like putting something under a microscope. We're going into a lot of detail. So the 1 bar is now this area here. So if I was to edit, I could really get in close. Let's say slice. Slice. take a little section out, right click, slice, right click, slice. Let's solo that just to hear that little effect, see if we can notice it. Let's zoom out. Let's have a listen. And if we zoom out, we can suddenly see that our song could go up to over 137 bars. To try and edit at this range would be foolish. So let's zoom in again. So depending on what you want to do, you can zoom in and zoom out. Let's have a quick look at the undo and redo functions up in the top left corner. So here I have a drum machine and I've put in a beat. But I've recently deleted some of the sounds. So if I go up here and undo, we see a green dot has appeared. Let's listen to the beat now. I'm going to undo once again. And you'll notice on the grid, on the drum grid, a pink circle has appeared. This was an earlier drum beat. Now if I go up to redo, I can change my mind and think actually those sounds are a bit silly. So if I click redo once, the pink circle has gone again. And if I click redo one more time, the green circle has gone. So we don't have to worry about making mistakes when we're making music with BandLab, as at any point we can undo or redo to go backwards and forwards whatever edits we've made.